Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 52, Indusor who excludes his own liability or makes it conditional. Section 52 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 recognizes the right of an indusor to limit or modify his liability through express terms in the endorsement. It provides flexibility in commercial transactions by allowing an indusor either to exclude personal responsibility or to make such responsibility conditional upon the occurrence of a specified event. 1. Power to exclude liability. Ordinarily, when a person endorses a negotiable instrument and delivers it to another, he incurs secondary liability. If the instrument is dishonored and due notice of dishonor is given, the indusor is bound to compensate the holder. However, Section 52 permits the indusor to exclude his own liability by inserting express words in the endorsement. For example, words such as, without recourse, clearly indicate that the indusor does not intend to be personally liable if the instrument is dishonored. In such cases, the indusor transfers the instrument but does not assume the usual responsibility attached to endorsement. 2. Conditional liability. The section further provides that an indusor may make his liability, or the right of the endorsee to receive the amount due, depend upon the happening of a specified event. This means that the indusor may attach a condition to his liability. For instance, he may state that payment shall be made only if a particular event occurs. The event may be certain or uncertain, and it may even be one that ultimately never happens. Despite this possibility, the conditional endorsement remains valid under the Act. 3. Nature of express words. To exclude or restrict liability, the indusor must use clear and express words. Mere implication or ambiguity is insufficient. The intention to exclude or condition liability must be evident from the wording of the endorsement itself. In the absence of such express limitation, the indusor remains liable in the ordinary manner. 4. Effect of reacquisition by the indusor. Section 52 also addresses a special situation where an indusor who has excluded his liability subsequently becomes the holder of the instrument. In such a case, all intermediate indusors, those who endorsed the instrument after him and before it returned to him, become liable to him. This means that although he initially excluded his own liability toward subsequent holders, once he regains possession as holder, he may enforce the instrument against those who endorsed it after him. Thus, his exclusion of liability does not deprive him of rights against intermediate parties if he reacquires the instrument. 5. Purpose of the provision. The objective of Section 52 is to provide commercial flexibility while preserving fairness. It allows an indusor to transfer an instrument without exposing himself to unwanted liability, provided he clearly expresses his intention. At the same time, the provision ensures that the chain of liability remains intact among other parties, particularly when the instrument returns to the indusor. For more details, contact us.